Life on islands can be challenging. This is because a number of islands lack basic necessities such as health and education. In Luapula province, the province that is endowed with abundant natural water bodies, is also home to a number of islands that face these challenges. Nchelenge district, the district that is home to Lake Mweru, is also home to 3 islands on the lake, namely Kilwa, Isokwe, and Chisenga. Among these 3 islands, only Kilwa Island and part of Chisenga Island have a health facility, leaving Isokwe Island and part of Chisenga Island without any facility. Senior Headman Kalumba at Isokwe Island narrates the challenges people here encounter when seeking for health services.
Muno ili tatu ifita twakwata ekipatire mikali yesu tayava bwino yo pantwiringi turakwata ma problems zikuli bana mayo kukupapa pakuchi transport na ita tukwata limwe sanga abantu bakweta ma transport yabo kalimbita balipo ero na mayo apanshi wako bacho kufayo kupalamo kwa kupapa so fira chonse fira tuchusha limbi muna mayo kufwa ilingi ayoma case turakwata yako batibafwa kutafika kule hapo turefisha kula cyafira mu nshira
leshingo na mafia yengi Momainsa, kulabo mwela, ero tubomfyo tumaboti utunono, limonga kuli mwela sana. Kwalebo kufiro kwabukira kunso kuli chipatale chikulu. Abantu bale fuira munshira. Unifweba amafumo fino ndi, limo kwalebo kufuira munshira. Bakuchira bakwabushe kaita pa machine pano. Boti bakuchira bakwabushe bakufishe kuli alimbi munshira wafu.
In addressing these challenges, Nchelenge Town Council has used the increased Constituency Development Fund to put up 2 health posts, one at Isokwe, another at Chisenga Islands.
We have put up a health post at Isokwe for the first time in the history of Zambia, in the history of this district as Nchelenge. We've also put up a health post at Chisenga Island. At Chisenga Island, there have never been a health post or a clinic of that sort, and you can imagine what the people of Nchelenge at that island have been going through. So really the people are very, very happy to government for such a decision of taking a development of a health post to Chisenga Island.
Undertaking these construction works on islands comes with its own challenges, especially that building materials have to be transported from the mainland.
So on the islands, most of the challenges that we face during inspections and also in implementation of the CDF projects is actually accessibility to the points where we are supposed to go and inspect the projects and also just implement the projects. We get to have challenges. We get to move from Nchelenge, the mainland, to, for instance, here in Chisenga, where we do about 4 hours on water. And after doing 4 hours on water, once you reach the harbors, you get on motorbikes, where you do another 20 minutes to access the points where you are implementing the projects. So most of the challenges that we face as the council and also contractors is transportation of material to the sites as we are implementing the projects.
The construction of these health facilities has put smiles on the faces of residents on the 2 islands who see the coming of the health post as a move that will help reduce deaths on the 2 islands.
Uri mwebuteko bonse yabashire pangire chichiringi so turetotera balikoita amasanso yonse yakuya clinic Chisenga bana mabengi bale papira banani mushira bambi bale papira pamali ajnani clinic so bonse turetotera pakuturetera ko iki clinic rero turero makuri ba doctor mabikirepo amayanda na menshi so turetotera.
Tuwatasha sana mkwa ipaku turetere chi kliniki ya msango oyo. Pandunga nifofwe bakalamba turafirwa nokuya kliniki. Kairi abacha iche besu naba amafumo bonse bale papira munsira. umwananga narwala pakuti ubutukyoko yako kliniki afuira munsira ikyalelenga butali tuleta shapa kalamba sana yaoveleso mwino waluse abike pona fimbi.
In its quest to improve the lives of people in the district, Nchelenge Town Council has not only ended at addressing the basic necessity needs on islands. The council is also doing something on the mainland and has so far put up a number of projects using the Constituency Development Fund.
On that, Nchelenge district is very vast. It's very vast. It has got 15 wards where the land is divided into two. We have the mainland and the highland. On the mainland, we have 11 wards, while in the highlands we have 4 wards. So in each ward, we have tried to put up 1 or 2 projects using Constituency Development Fund.
So there are quite a number of projects that came under the health sector, the education sector, and also in other sectors, a number of them. Government give us directives on what to actually focus on. So as in Nchelenge District Council, we have done quite a number of projects under health sector. About 5 health posts have been constructed in this number of years that I stated earlier on. We have also a maternity annex that was done at Shimpundu, which is about 40 kilometers from here, the Boma, in the direction of Chienge. Under education sector, as you are aware, most of the children have been sitting down because of lack of desks. It is government policy that no child should sit on the floor. And we have taken part into that directive as in Nchelenge. I want to mention that from 2022 to date, we have procured over 7,600 desks. 7,600 desks. In terms of classroom blocks, we have done about 5 schools in Nchelenge within this period of about, I would say, 2.5 years of CDF in existence from the time it was increased from 1.6 to 30.6 million now.
At Shimpundu community, a new clinic with a pipe water system and a modern ablution have been put up.
Kuno kumchene kwa Shimpundu chipatala chali ukutali sana na pano panchene lokanshe twale shupi kwa sana utilimbya abana panganda n'abalwalangu ati batatu nafira okuchita okubachita manage okubatwa kuchipatala kuli bali ndakaye epo chipatala cha Shimpundu chamira okubomba tuli abansansa sana nakulu baviro bamenshi fyonse mukai kutotera pantu bamenshi tatule shupi kwapo tulifie awe nipoze bepo wasonta fie bali fie nafia kuna tukwata garden palia tulejo musalo fyonse
kunista kunuma konso kutatwa kweta hospital mpepi nombala tukwate shuko pali ndakai wesa kumpepi mkupo omuti lero kunuma kutwalao twalenda long distance twalenda kafutuma kutwala musendero omuti kwena pali ndakai natutotera sana kuba tuletera hospital pano panchende
tuleta shafi pakutuletera kwa mapompi aya kozi uburuwele bwonse twale no pefishima twale rwara mumala nomba okulwara mumala na kuchepako.
At Luapula Health Post, a maternity annex has been constructed.
Of CDF, the facility was recognized and supported with a maternity annex, which we are very much grateful, which will be very beneficial to the community we are serving. Many are the times that we receive some home deliveries, and some mothers are delivering even before reaching the facility because of covering long distances to the facility. So this will be very helpful to the community that we are serving.
Kuno kunchende na tukwate nsanse shikalamba sana twaikele kwa chini kumpanga nomba na tuikala mkutumpuluka kule moneka nomba li tauni
ifyo obuteko buletwafu butuletere kuno ichi ichipatala echo batuletere aba nensuba mbita bakwete eshuko lya kukwata echi nombapo obuteko nabo tuletere fina tuishiko kwa bachibali tutemwa.
Nchelenge District Health Director Dr. Anthony Miller shares how the Constituency Development Fund is impacting on the health sector in the district.
What these facilities will do to the population of Nchelenge. For instance, the facility at Isokwe Island will decongest massively Nchelenge Urban Clinic, which will actually help us to reach the population at Isokwe Island. What that means is actually you have improved coverages in all key performance indicators, such as improved immunization coverages. Then you have ART services being taken closer to the people there. Also a reduction in mortalities associated with malaria that are attributed to the fact that our people have to move a long distance. Then when you look at maternity annexes, these are areas now that will give dignity to our mothers as they deliver in these facilities. Look at Luapula, where our mothers were delivering from. Okay, it was a conversion of a house meant for that facility, and we made it a maternity ward for our people. But the coming of a maternity annex there, it will actually improve the quality of maternity services that will be offering to our people that side. And so far, what we've noticed is that all the people who are shunning away from delivering from Luapula, going to Kashikishi or Nchelenge Urban, they are all now looking forward to start delivering from Luapula Health Post. When you look at Chavirikila also, that's another area that had a very small labor ward. But the coming of maternity annex, you go at Luapula today, you find a lot of people actually attending antenatal services from that maternity annex that was actually built. So all in all, in the health sector has actually benefited so far from CDF. And as a sector, we are trying now to see how we can sit with the ward development committees in some areas where we feel they can actually benefit more. Areas around St. Paul's, Kashikishi is so much congested. So we are thinking if CDF can come in and help us build a health center between St. Paul's and the nearby Ntoto Health Post. You see that distance there, it's quite a very big distance. So we are hoping that we go in those directions. Then we are also thinking of the area around Boma, but near the lake this side. Everyone along this area, they actually go to Nchelenge Urban Clinic. So we are hoping that a new facility can be built around these areas through CDF. So we are planning to meet the Ward WDC so that we explain and lobby towards the construction of more facilities.
The education sector is another sector which is receiving attention under the Constituency Development Fund in Nchelenge District.
In terms of enrollment for Nchelenge District, Nchelenge is sitting at 74,937 learners, and that is after the free education. Then before free education, Nchelenge was sitting at 55,520 learners. Then you can see the difference. The difference is 19,417 learners just because of free education that has been brought in by the New Dawn government. The impact in terms of enrollment, we have a challenge now in terms of classroom space. But the coming of the free CDF in Nchelenge district, and I wanted to thank the local government here in Nchelenge that they have done a good job in terms of increasing the classroom space in Nchelenge. We have 9 construction, 1/3 classroom space that have been increased. And if you compute 9 times 3, that is 27 classroom spaces increased.
Nchelenge Secondary School, the only boarding school in the district, has seen over 600 learners put on the Constituency Development Fund boarding schools bursaries.
So far we have got 654 pupils who are under CDF. These are the pupils who were just roaming around in the streets because they had no one to pay for them. And all along, some stakeholders were just concentrating much on girls' comfort, girls in school. But this time, the way it has come, CDF, it has really taken everyone on board, and we are really thankful. On the part of the same CDF, we just have a challenge a little bit. We thank the big numbers that are coming in school, but on the part of accommodation, that's where we are still looking forward that the central government can still look into that so that all the pupils can have at least a space to sleep within the school. We, however, have the effort that is coming from the council, from local government, where we have got phase 1 of the hostels that are being constructed, 1 for the girls and 1 for the boys. So far they are almost done with 76 bed spaces. And we are very hopeful to say that once they are completed fully and handed over to the school, we shall have at least the big number that is going to be accommodated within the school. As it is, we are still struggling as we wait forward for the glory days when we have the hostels fully fledged.
The council has not only done projects in the health and education sectors, but has also worked on drainages, water schemes, and street lights in the district.
Ababika malaiti atwalitemwa sana pamwe ndo malaiti ngakula fita kale masali ambokuya so yalana ngatulenda ko tulimazira foko yapa mukuni na basi ngatola kulusaka na nkumanza so amalati babika yale twafulisha sana panto kali kwa leo kutuimina musebo twaletina nombe fikuyenda fi twaenda 03 twaenda fika babali hapo tunina kona mwandini aona babomba bapena
pali yashirire lolesha misebo ilifye bwino nabapangira ko drainage pantu mwalishiba kano kashikishika likwetesa nefiko ntanshi drainage yaletwa fako kupwisha ifiko ifyalekana mukati ka mushu wesu. The problem ishupireko fwe bantu benyewo bapangire misebo iyi tatulesa kama nakuri ashiria busaka ili ngirine ifisoso tuleposa fi drainage fi muti mu drainage wapyanga mu yadi mu drainage. That's why chire tupela kwisaranda kuntanshu kutila awe tababombere bwino pantu fira fintu baleposamo fiefwasa.
The call is now for the community to fully own these projects by taking good care of them.
When you receive something, there is no need for you to vandalize. You know, something, a school, for example, has been built because according to the president, he attaches importance to the learning of our children because they are the future leaders. So my caution, or should I say my word, is that please, whatever is given to you, please guard it jealously, especially the classroom blocks. There is no need for people to vandalize. And even those who are receiving grants in any form, please make sure that these are our chance to uplift our livelihood. Definitely, we are not going to leave things to chance. Whoever is going to be found wanting, definitely, the law would visit that one. That much is there. We have got our people, the police officers and everybody. Otherwise, wherever this money is spent, we believe that they should guard that one jealously.
At the rate projects are being implemented under the Constituency Development Fund in Nchelenge district, increased access to social services and improved livelihoods is certain.